Now we're going to look at another form of imperfect price discrimination that is very common in the world. Suppose that you have a firm, let's say, that has a centralized production facility that sells to multiple markets. Let's say market 1, market 2, market 3, etc. Okay? And what this firm is allowed to do legally is to charge a price PI for market I. It doesn't engage in other more sophisticated forms of price discrimination, but it charges this price for market I, and C of Q is its cost function. Now, what is the problem of the firm? It becomes to maximize over all of the quantities, let's say there are M markets, the revenue in each market, which is this is the inverse aggregate demand function for market I. So it adds the revenue it gets from other markets, given how the quantity chosen in every market is affecting each price, minus the total cost of production. And if you think about it for 2 seconds, what you get is that at the solution, what you get is that the marginal revenue for each market I has to be equal to the common marginal cost. In other words, the firm is treating each market intuitively as a single market, taken as given the total marginal cost, and then picking the level at which marginal revenue equals that marginal cost. It's doing this market by market in some sense. It's a simple graphical illustration for the case in which the marginal cost is constant. So suppose there are 2 markets, let's say on one, this is market 1, and this is market 2, and let's say that the demand function looks like this in one case, and let's say it looks like this in the other case, and let's say that the marginal cost is here. Then what we do is, as before, the monopolist is going to compute the marginal revenue in each market, which, remember, we've seen before for the linear case is just something with twice the slope, linear 2. And what it does, it picks this quantity in market 1 and this quantity in market 2, and that entails charging different prices. This price in market 2 and this price in market 1. Now, this is very intuitive. Let me emphasize that this type of price discrimination is very, very common, and there are many goods that are produced at one location and sold all over the world at different prices, and it's difficult to attribute the price differences to shipping costs. This is evidence of this type of price discrimination.